Hello haunters, I am doing a skull mold from the creepy house next door. So what you will need according to this website is right there, which is also right here. Bam. You need a skull. I'm going to do this half skull, or the jaw, skull with no jaw. You need mold builder. I got this this is latex, basically liquid latex. This is mold builder from Michaels. You need non-dryable clay. You need cheesecloth and some paintbrushes. Actually, a chip brush. They had those at Michaels as well. These are like 89 cents. This was at Joann's for like $2.99. This clay was like $3.99. This was a lot, but I had a 50% off coupon, so it made it like $7. So the first step is choose a skull. I have chosen a skull, and then you put the clay. The website, if you want to go to it, is www.thecreepyhousenextdoor.com, and there's a tutorial on there for making this skull latex mold. But the first thing that you do is get the clay, and I've used that much clay. That's all it took of one of the packages. And I put some in the eyes, in the nose, because the nose is really deep on this thing. And then this was a hole that went all the way through for the jawbones. I filled that in. You can get a good shot of this. I filled that in. I should have used the different color clay like he suggested on the website. And then there was a hole on the bottom right here that I filled in. Filled in a couple of divots that were really big. But really work in the clay and get the fingerprints out, because it'll pick it up in the it'll pick it up really well if you don't take all your fingerprints out of it. So that's as far as I'm going to use the clay on there. Next is latex. Hello haunters. So I am now in the evil garage to do this messy part. Now I will do what the website says. Using a 1-inch chip brush, apply a thin layer of latex over an entire skull. It says this is the coat that really defines what your skull is going to look like. So be careful on this process, okay? If you're impatient like me, you can always get out your trusty dryer gun thingy. Alright, I got layer number 1 and I'm started layer number 2. If you don't know, latex is put on white and it dries yellow. So you'll know the first coat is done when it's yellow, and then you can cover it with the white. Make sure you leave no yellow so you know you have complete coverage. You got that? Now, while I'm waiting on this latex to dry, I'm gonna cut my cheesecloth into little squares. Better put on my safety glasses. It says on the tutorial, medium-sized squares. So, I'm doing mine about medium-sized. Ow! Try not to cut your finger. So, once you get a whole bunch of squares, you're ready to start putting on layers of cheesecloth and latex. 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 Like 7 layers of overall coverage of cheesecloth and latex or more. So you want this to be a sturdy mold. After all that, it sure better be. Back. So now I've already done some of them on here, but you get your cheesecloth and your mold builder again. and you go ahead and put a layer of latex for that thing to stick to. You take your cheesecloth, you stick it on the spot, you use latex, kind of press it in with your fingers, and at the same time with your mold builder, put more on it, get that cheesecloth layer on there. My thing is rolling away on me for some reason here. What you're trying to do is strengthen this latex mold with this cheesecloth. So you're going to do that until you have lots of layers. You're going to do that almost for 7 layers all over it to get that thing really thickened up. So you basically keep doing that, and I'll show you what it looks like after I'm done. Alright, so here is one solid coat of cheesecloth and latex, and the website says that we need to do this 8 to 10 times. So I will let this dry. I'm going to go in the house and I don't know, do something. So I'll catch you guys in a bit. Alright, my buddy Jason, I just got off the phone with him, and he said I have to wear real safety glasses. Okay, Jason, here, look. Real safety glasses. I'm not going to get the latex in my eyeballs, okay? Is that cool? Yeah? You too, Allison. Watching you. Alright, so I am about on layer 4 or 5, like 5 or something. Hell, I can't remember anymore. So I think I would probably do like one more, like 6 layers, something like that. And then maybe do like one more just solid coat of latex over that. But here's what it looks like so far with the layers of cheesecloth and latex. On the bottom half, like I haven't really been doing this bottom area. I did like a couple of coats there, but then I haven't really been putting the cheesecloth. This is going to be where you can pour the plaster of Paris in there through that hole. And then I'll cut it up the back. Anyway, I'll explain all that crap later. So, for now, I need to get busy, and I'm going to do probably what is my last layer, but I'm going to clean my surface. This latex sticks to itself, sticks to latex. So if you have latex from the previous layer on your surface, just peel it off, because if it's on there, your mold is going to stick to it, and it keeps ripping it off of your mold. So if your surface is clear, you just put it on there, and then it lifts up, and it doesn't stick. So if there's any latex at all on this surface, it sticks to it. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do the last layer. I'll go ahead and show you guys cheesecloth. And what I've been doing is putting some latex and then putting the cheesecloth and then latex over the top of that. Pretty much like that there. Bam. Just like that. So, I'll show you guys this when it dries, and we'll try to do a plaster skull here pretty soon. Alright. What is going on here? Alright, hunters. So, if you watch my vlogs, you saw my first latex mold was an epic fail. So, here's attempt number 2. I took an hour, 45 minutes to an hour in between each layer. I also did not use the heat gun. I let it dry on its own. I did use the heat gun a little bit, but not much, which is fine. You should be able to use the heat gun. And I also, noisy head, quiet please, quiet on the set. So, I'm gonna take this one off now, and freaking better work, or I may give up on this crap. I am cutting it.
You're cutting it?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, wow. I was about to say that. And you needed to say wow.
So far, this one looks better than the other one when I started taking it off. The other one, I did not let it dry. It was not dry at all. This one seems to be pretty dry.
I'm going to cut it. That's funny.
It's pretty stretchy still. That's a good sign.
That's so good. Side.
Oh, another little turkey head is on the scene. So I'm basically slowly peeling this thing back.
What is this?
It is an X-Acto knife. Box cutter.
What?
It's called a box cutter.
Box cutter. What is this
I'm working on it.
for?
It's for, what's that hole for?
Ah.
I guess to loop it onto something. I'm being really cautious because the last one tore up when I pulled it off. I probably don't need to be this cautious, but I'm gonna be. Because I don't want to have to do this thing again. And if I do it again, I want to, do a different style mold. Well, it's not as thick as it needed to be, but it held its shape. There it is. Bam. That one actually worked. Cool. So, I finished the mold. Here was my original skull, and here is the latex mold that actually worked this time. And here's the one that was an epic fail. This is the product of going really fast and being in a hurry. This is the going slow, taking your time, and doing it the right way. This is almost 2 days of layering. And I will probably do another one with a jaw. I did this one with no jaw. But I'll probably, hindsight, should have done this full one, and then I could have always done the plaster mold without the bottom jaw to get this.